Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jackson with Southern EV Society, and today's video is a little bit different from normal. We just wanted to catch y'all up on a little bit of what's been going on lately with our lives. If you didn't see our post a few weeks ago, we stopped posting for a little bit. We're a little bit lacking in the content, but there's a good reason for it, and we wanted to talk about that a little bit today.
What's up, guys? It's Cade. I'm the only one here that wasn't living in the SEVS house full time, but essentially early last month, I got a call on September 4th that the SEVS house was on fire. I had gone to church with a girl that lived right next to them, so she only had my number. So I'm going to kind of start the story off with my perspective because it is kind of basically essentially the start of it. So pretty much every day after work, I would pull up to the guy's house. We'd work on YouTube videos, bikes, pretty much everything that you've been seeing on the channel pretty consistently over the last several months. I think, recently we just posted our shop tour there at that house. So things were going great. But nonetheless, I'd showed up after work like I usually do. We had plans to go over to Jackson's climbing gym, which he owns in the area, and that's what he does full time as his day job. And so I went over there. Me, Jansen, and Hayden had all just got off work, so we were loading up to get into the Tesla to head over to the gym. Right when I walked into the gym, put my climbing shoes on, started talking a little bit to everybody, and someone was like, "Hey, your phone's ringing," and they started running across the gym with my phone in their hand. And like I said, it was that girl that I had gone to church with, and all she said was, "Hey, your friend's house is on fire." So I immediately took off running to the lobby, told Jackson, "Hey, I know you got to watch the gym. I just got a call that the house is on fire. I'm going to head over there with Hayden and everybody right now." So we booked it over there, pretty much drove as fast as I safely could to get there as fast as I could to kind of see what was going on. And I'll pretty much let someone else take it from here on, once we pulled up to the scene.
Hey guys, this is Hayden with Southern EV Society, and I'm just going to tell you my side of the story. So, Cade came sprinting through the front office of our climbing gym saying that the house was on fire. And I really didn't believe him at first, but I sprinted after him and I ran in the car with him. And I used to be a firefighter, so I was thinking a little differently, and I called 911 just to confirm that it was our house on fire. And then once the operator confirmed that it was our house, I think it was kind of panic set in, like we just really didn't know what to do. And so when we pulled up on scene, it was kind of a surreal sight. There was about 5 engines. You couldn't really even pull into our neighborhood. And once we walked up onto our house, there was probably about 10 firefighters fully geared down that had already been in the house for about 10 minutes.
Hey guys, it's Jansen. Like the guys were saying, the house was, we got a call that the house was burning down, and it all was surreal, and we all rushed out of there. They actually rushed out of there so fast that they left me behind, and I had to get a ride with a friend, and we somehow beat them there. So I was the first one to get there, and when we rounded the corner, I didn't see much smoke, so I kind of thought maybe the house wasn't that bad. And when I rounded the corner, all I saw was like 6 or 7 fire trucks just down the street, all working our house, a massive hole in the house, and just water getting sprayed all over it. And as soon as I could get out of the car, I immediately found the fire marshal and just started asking what was going on. Is everything okay? Is anything savable? And he couldn't tell me anything. He told me that everything was unsafe and we couldn't go in and do anything. We actually had to wait like an hour before they let us go and save everything. And the first thing we were asking about was the bikes. Are the bikes okay? Did they make it? Because they were in a garage underneath where the fire, started. And as soon as we were allowed to go down and check everything, we went straight to the garage, opened it up, and saw the bikes, and everything was okay. Everything was fine. All the work and everything that we had put into them, just, it was a relief seeing that they were okay. And so we immediately wheeled them out, got them into the driveway, made sure everything was okay, everything worked, no water damage happened because some water leaked through. And I think Jackson was able to go in and like check everything out a little bit more.
And as he was saying, guys, I was able to go in and check things out a little bit more. And as you can tell behind us, a lot of the workbenches we were actually able to save. They did have a little bit of water damage, like he said, but nothing we couldn't damp off and get out of there and save in time. But the main house was a little bit different story. We definitely didn't think it was going to be that bad because the house was still standing. You know, it wasn't completely burnt to the ground. But once you got inside, and as we're showing you some clips right now, it was pretty damaged. Everything was smoke damaged. If it wasn't burned and it wasn't soaking wet, it was covered in soot. And so it was hard to be in the house that night. Like you would be in there for like 5 minutes and your eyes would burn and it was just hard to breathe, like you were standing next to a campfire. So it was definitely really surreal to see all your things just like in such a bad state. After working all day and after being tired, as Jansen said, I was at the gym and just didn't really know what was going on until they called me and told me the severity of just how bad it was. So I closed down the gym, and that's when we kind of just did all this stuff. And so it's been a journey, but we were able to get things out that we really, really wanted to save, and we kind of just all had to figure out what we were going to stay and what we were going to do afterwards.
So as Jackson was saying, pretty much after that, the recovery effort began. Even unfortunately for me, you know, I had 3D printers, a lot of my vinyls, and a bunch of other things that we kind of utilized as a group over there. So even I had to, you know, pretty much every day after work, jump over there, help them out. I work with Hayden. He missed several days of work recovering. And so it was just a big effort, you know, squeezing vinegar on clothes and bins to save them, get the smoke smell out, scrubbing stuff down, multiple trips to Walmart, sleeping. I know they pretty much slept on an air mattress for several weeks after this. So it was just pretty heartbreaking to see all that. But from there, you know, everyone in the group's kind of come together, you know, a lot stronger, I think, than before. I think the vision for SEVS and what we want to do and the next level we want to take the channel to has kind of become a little bit more clear for us in this process. And so with that being said, the good that's come out of this is we've actually located another house that's bigger, nicer, better. And because of that, and because of how my lease lined up, I was able to move in a few weekends back as well. So now all 4 of us are living under the same roof in a really nice house. Obviously we got the shop set up. We'll be doing a tour of that soon. And just overall, this house is going to facilitate big things for us. We've got several videos planned, many of which we'll be posting very soon. And so stay tuned. We appreciate all the support. We definitely heard everybody when we were out and not posting. And so we just wanted to, you know, do this video, provide an update, and let you know, even with the SEVS house burning down, that's not going to stop us. And we've got, like I said, big plans for the channel coming soon. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.